Hey everybody, this is Marco here. I'm going to review the first two episodes of X-Men. Love it. They have a new theme song and it is amazing. I love this new theme song and the new animation. The Storm new haircut is definitely growing on me. Here we have the X-Men coming in and rescuing uh, Sunspot. It's Storm, Bishop, and Cyclops. They are so. What a great way to open up this new scene. I love this new scene. Now, here we have the X-Men interrogating Peter Graffett, Peter Garrick, the one who was originally created the Sentinels. And when they couldn't do nothing, they have Jean goes in his head. And interesting, she's doing well, but then what's interesting, while she's like scanning his mind, something like she start getting like interference and visions of potential prophecy of what's going to happen in the future. It is so crazy. This is also hints that something is off, maybe with Jean. But yeah. So the X-Men go to, after interrogating, they go to the learning after Jean and find out information. They go to find where more Sentinels are being created. Very similar to the first season series finale. And there's this awesome scene where the Sentinels break into the base and break into their airplane and just do so much damage. But the X-Men work as a team and come down together as a group, and that's when Cyclops says, "To me, my X-Men." And then we get this amazing fight scene when they all go up together, and it's just such a cool fight scene. This is one of the promotions that they do for when they did it. That they did for the X-Men when it very first was starting to happen. Now we get this scene where Cyclops says, given the forecast storm, and all the Sentinels acknowledge that there is an Omega threat coming, and Storm comes in like the Omega level mutant goddess she is. Seriously though, on a serious note, one of the biggest reasons why I love this series is because they give attention to all the X-Men. Here we have Bobby and Jubilee doing their little flirting game. From synopsis, that's when we hear that they're gonna become a item. Magneto comes in here saying that he is now the owner, because the Professor Xavier left it to him. Here we see Magneto rescuing the Morlocks to kind of prove that he's doing good. Him establishing that he is the new guy in charge. The X-Men, understandably having issues with this, but they're trying to give it a chance. Here we see Storm comforting Jean. They have, in the comic books also, they have a very sister-like relationship. That's the thing about the X-Men. Overall, they all are just a family. Jean wants to leave the X-Men because they're having a baby and she's worried about it. Ooh, here's the part where there's hints that something happened between Rogue and Magneto in the past. That's reminiscence of a storyline that happened in the comic books. Oh, the government come to rescue to arrest Magneto. He lets them by the way, and he chooses to. Here, Jean goes into pregnant while Magneto is in trial, and another hating group comes in, and they have this badass guy called the Executioner, who just beat up the X-Men, and while he's beating up the X-Men, the group split up. Rogue took Cyclops to Jean, and Storm stays behind to help Magneto, and she gets shot with a gun. That makes her lose her power. Magneto got so angry he was about to seemingly kill everybody, but he didn't. He let him go, and that made them look on him. They made that look good, and they didn't find him guilty. After Storms sadly decided to leave the X-Men because she felt not being a mutant, she don't feel she can be with the X-Men. And then we, again, as the scene showed before, we see that Rogue and Magneto has a thing going on, and this is very harking back to the whole Age of Apocalypse thing of Rogue and Magneto having a thing, being married in that storyline, and Gambit getting jealous. And at the end, we see that someone who looks like Jean comes to the X-Men, and that's where they ended. So what's interesting in the comic books, it's a character named Madeline Pryor that has Cable Nathan, who's the birth mother, but it was not Jean. She was a clone of Jean. So we'll see where they're gonna go with this.